Why does time feel faster as you get older? Your brain stores fewer new moments. When did time start moving so fast? One day you're waiting forever for birthdays and holidays, and suddenly you're wondering where the last 5 years went. Why does time feel slower in childhood and faster in adulthood? And can your brain be the reason behind it? Almost everyone notices this at some point in life. When you are a child, days feel long, summers seem endless, and waiting for special events feels almost impossible. But as you grow older, something changes. Weeks pass quickly. Months seem to disappear. Before you know it, another year is gone. You may find yourself wondering, why does time feel like it's moving so fast now? This feeling is very common, and it is not just your imagination. Time itself does not actually speed up. Clocks still tick at the same rate, and days are still the same length. What changes is how your brain experiences time. The way your brain notices, remembers, and stores moments is different as you get older, and that is what makes time feel faster. First, it is important to understand that time is constant. A minute is always 60 seconds. An hour is always 60 minutes. A year always has the same number of days. Time does not suddenly move faster because you are older. The difference is in how you feel time passing. This feeling comes from your mind, not from a clock. Your brain does not measure time by seconds and minutes. Instead, it uses memories, attention, and experiences to judge how long something feels. So when time feels faster, it is because your brain is processing life differently than it did before. When you are a child, almost everything is new. You are constantly learning and discovering the world for the first time. Your first day at school, your first best friend, your first trip, your first hobby, and your first big emotions all happen close together. Because these experiences are new, your brain pays very close attention to them. It tries hard to understand what is happening, so it stores a lot of details. These details become strong memories. Since childhood has so many first-time experiences, your brain creates many memories. When you look back later, all those memories make childhood feel long and full. Your brain does not think about time the same way a calendar does. Instead of counting hours and days, it often measures time by how much happened. When you think about the past, your brain looks for memories. It asks questions like, how many important things happened? How many memories do I have from this time? How different were my days? If your brain finds many memories, that period of time feels long. If it finds only a few memories, that period feels short. So time feels longer when it is filled with many different moments and experiences. As you get older, life becomes more familiar. You wake up at similar times. You go to the same places. You do similar work. You talk to the same people. Many days follow the same pattern. This routine helps life run smoothly, but it also means fewer new experiences. When something is familiar, your brain does not need to focus as much. It stops recording every detail. Because of this, many days do not turn into strong memories. When you later think back on a year filled with routine, your brain finds fewer memories, and the year feels short. Routine is helpful, but it can make time feel like it is slipping away. When days are very similar, your brain groups them together instead of remembering them separately. Instead of remembering each day clearly, your brain remembers one general picture of many similar days. This makes weeks and months feel like they passed very quickly. When life lacks variety, time seems to shrink in memory. One of the main reasons time feels faster as you age is that your brain stores fewer new moments. A new moment is anything that breaks routine or feels different, such as learning a new skill, traveling to a new place, meeting new people, starting something unfamiliar, experiencing strong emotions. New moments make your brain slow down and pay attention. They become clear memories. As people get older, these moments often become less frequent unless they are actively created. Without new moments, time feels like it speeds up. There is an important difference between how time feels in the moment and how it feels later in memory. When you are bored, time feels slow, while it is happening. But when you look back on that boring time, it feels short because nothing memorable happened. When you are busy or excited, time may feel fast while it is happening, but later, when you remember it, that period feels long because many things happened. Memory plays a bigger role than attention in how long time feels in the past. Many people say summers felt much longer when they were young. This is because summers were often full of freedom, play, and new experiences. There were fewer schedules and more opportunities for exploration. Also, when you are young, 1 year makes up a large part of your life. At 10 years old, 1 year is a big portion of everything you have lived. As an adult, 1 year is just a small part of a much longer life. Because of this, childhood summers feel stretched and full in memory. Another way to understand time speeding up is to think in percentages. When you are 5 years old, 1 year is 1/5 of your entire life. That feels huge. When you are 50, 1 year is only a small fraction of your life. Your brain naturally compares new time to all the time you have already lived. As your total life experience grows, each new year feels smaller and faster. This effect adds to the feeling that time is speeding up as you age. Children notice everything. They pay attention to small details, sounds, and changes. Adults learn to filter things out. As you grow older, your brain becomes better at ignoring what it thinks is unimportant. This helps you focus, but it also means fewer details are stored in memory. Less attention leads to fewer memories. Fewer memories make time feel shorter when you look back. Strong emotions make memories stronger. Fear, excitement, happiness, surprise, and curiosity all help the brain store moments clearly by changing how you live and pay attention. You cannot stop time, but you can help your brain experience it more fully. You can. Try new activities or hobbies. Visit new places. Change daily routines. Learn new skills. Pay attention to small details. Reflect on your experiences. These actions create more memories and make time feel richer and longer in hindsight. Time feeling faster does not mean life is less meaningful. It simply means life has become familiar. By adding new experiences and being more present, you can give your brain more moments to remember. This helps slow down time in memory and makes life feel fuller. Time feels faster as you get older because your brain stores fewer new moments. Childhood is filled with novelty, attention, and emotion, which creates many memories and makes time feel long. Adult life often becomes routine, which leads to fewer memories and a faster feeling past. Time itself never changes. Your experience of it does. And by creating new moments, you can make time feel meaningful again. If you enjoyed this video and love learning how the mind works, make sure to subscribe for more simple explanations like this. And tell us in the comments, when did you first notice time starting to feel faster?